Hello all Hollywood Western wardrobe fans. Today's video is the video that I talked about on my last video, and that is John Wayne's pant belt from the movie Hondo and The Searchers. So he wears this belt in these two movies. Now he could have wore it in earlier movies, I'm not sure of, but definitely these two. And I don't think it was worn after The Searchers, because the next movie after The Searchers is Rio Bravo, and that's where it goes to the Red River belt buckle. So this is the belt that Duke wears. It took me a while to find it in this color, my size, and then the belt buckle. I had to put it all together. And this is basically an old World War II garrison belt. And it's hard to find the screen grabs and stuff, but Duke's does have this, see those lines at the top and the bottom of the belt? That's Duke's, guys, promise you. Same color, and then the garrison belt buckle in brass or gold plated. We're going to make this belt. Now you'll be responsible for getting your own belt buckle, but just to save you the headaches of trying to find this belt in this color, we're going to do it for you. It'll probably be coming out, what are we in, May? I would say probably June would probably be a good time that you can expect this belt right here. You will have this out and you can order it in your size. Remember, your belt size goes to now this is on a mannequin, so it's going to be a little off. Mannequins are very hard to dress, but your waist size goes to the middle of so there are 7 holes, and this is a size 36. And 36 inches to right there. Now that gives you time for adjustment. Either way. Lose weight, tighten it up. Gain weight, you can let it out. But I'm a size 36 belt. I might go actually with a 38 because when I put this belt on, there's just a little bit of the tongue sticking out here. Now, when he wears it as Hondo Lane in Hondo, there's a little bit more tongue sticking out. When he's wearing it in The Searchers, it's pretty close to that right there. So I don't know if I want to have a 38 or not. I'm sure, he probably gained a little bit of weight from Hondo to The Searchers. I think Hondo, was it 1952, somewhere in there? And then The Searchers was 1956, so you're talking a few years. So probably just about right, But depending on if you're going for a Hondo look or a Ethan Edwards Searchers look. As I've talked about numerous times, the gun belt is wrong. We're going to do it right. That belt, I'm going to go into more detail about it later, but he wears it in a lot of movies. And everybody thinks it's the suede belt, it's the suede belt. It's not, guys, I promise you. And then, as I talked about in the last video, I'll raise my Duke's arm here. Black handled Colt 45 in 4 3/4 inch. Now, somebody told me that he actually has a 5.5 inch barrel in Hondo. That is not true. I have it's not a screen grab, it's a publicity still, and he's got the pistol out shooting it, and it is a 4 3/4 inch. I think Duke had a 5.5 in some of his earlier movies, what you could possibly call B-westerns and stuff. But when Duke kind of hit it big, he went with a 4 3/4 inch He has the black handle Colt grips up until he gets the ivory colored grips, the yellow grips. So I just set this mannequin up because I already had the pants on from Rio Bravo. So I thought, well, instead of doing the searchers, because then I got to change it in the pants and everything, I just went with my Hondo look. Obviously the shirt is not right, but this is just something I found, and it's faux suede. Really nice shirt. Put the Hondo bandana on it. Hat, I put the acorns on it. Those are not right, and I'm doing actually research on those. I think my buddy Eric actually does them right. He probably, knowing Eric, he probably makes them himself, but I've got to redo the Hondo. But like I said, the hat, the shirt is for sale. We're going to sell the belt here real soon, and then the gun belt will be coming out here a little later. But the good thing about the belt and the gun belt, you can use it in Hondo or the searchers. If you're wanting Rio Bravo, it'll be the same gun belt, but different. Well, you guys know, I'm going to say that it's not the same belt that he's wearing in the searchers that goes over to Hondo with the different belt buckle. And I'm almost positive that it is not. But if you wanted, you could, no, you cannot run that belt buckle on that belt. Different reasons, different with the belt and stuff like that. But if you guys are wanting, I'm sure I can get EJ over at EJ Leatherworks to make the Rio Bravo belt for you, and we can get it dyed to the color that's in Rio Bravo. And then after that, he's wearing it, the same belt and belt buckle in El Dorado. I mean, you just name the movies, it's the same, because he's wearing pretty much the same setup, same tan pants. And Duke just had a look that he liked, and he stuck with it, and came out really well. I'm not sure if the Hondo scarves are sold out. I have a feeling they might be, but always check at tworodtogether.com and check with Eric to see if he has any of those left. If you don't like my hat, Eric at times does sell hats, and he'll set you up with one. Like I said, this one's for sale. It's a 7 1/4, and you'll get the ribbon and the acorns with that, in case you want to go with a Hondo look. So, and then also the acorns and hat can also be used for Rio Grande, Chihuahua yellow ribbon, and Fort Apache. Same hat, same acorn. So, and then, oh, fingers crossed, I would love to see our Hondo shirt come out next fall, but we might be a little so far behind doing stuff, and we may not get our Hondo shirt out this year. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm hoping for it. I want it out. It's just how production goes and how many orders we get backlogged on stuff. So fingers crossed, because I would love to have the Hondo shirt. And the Hondo shirt, like I said, is going to be done in a faux suede. It's going to match Duke's, and it's going to be zippered on the sides. So that way it's easier to get on and off, and it'll be a hidden zipper. So anyway, guys, there it is. John Wayne's Pant belt. And we're going, I did this will be going off, this Pant belt will be going to EJ Leatherworks so he can copy it. And like I said, he's just going to have you guys find your own belt buckles and stuff, which they're not too hard to find, a little tricky, but not too hard. So there you guys go. If you have any questions, comment below. And until the next video, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.